Hello, welcome to Crafting on the Homestead. For one of my first videos here, I'm going to do some resin work. I'm going to make a couple keychains to share with you. I use the UV resin for my resin products. I get it in these small little bottles. I'm going to do one in a circle pendant, one oval, these will be done. One is in a blue theme, one will be a purple theme. Okay, I'll set these over here. I apologize that my UV lamp isn't in view. Okay, on these keychains, I'll be using these. I already made these letters, those little ones in purple M and a light blue M. And while my first layer of my UV resin is hardening up, I'm going to go ahead and drill holes in these. And I apologize if this is loud on the camera, but I want to drill a hole in my letters to add the jump ring. I use a Dremel tool with a very tiny drill bit. Knock off the resin powder. There's a hole through the M. I'll get 2 gold jump rings here. And I do apologize for the mess on my crafting table, but that's how I like to craft. I like to have everything right out here in front. Okay. I take 2 jump rings here and attach to my letter. And with a jump ring, you want to twist side to side, not open wide. Hoping my jump ring will be big enough to go through here. May not be. I don't think it's going to be thick enough. Okay. I will have to make my own jump ring then. And to do that, I just take a jewelry pin. This is a flathead pin. I'll cut off the flathead part. Take my round nose pliers and make a big loop. I'll do the loop probably, I don't know, 3/4 of the way. Take my letter M, push it through the hole, grab the end of the wire, pull and twist up to make my own jump ring. I'll take my cutters, cut the excess off, and be careful to always aim that away from you because sometimes the pieces of wire will jump. Take the other half, turn down around. And you form your own larger jump ring if you don't have a larger one in your jewelry stash. I don't know a lot of the sizes of my beads and such. I buy a lot of my jewelry making supplies at yard sales. I tear apart other older pieces of jewelry and reuse things. So now I have a jump ring on there. So let's create another jump ring. Here's another pin. Start to form the big loop. Push through the hole that I have in my resin letter. Curl it around. Press both of the ends of the loop together. And there I have the jump ring on my 2 letter M's. I'm going to check my resin here real quick. Needs a little bit more time. So I'll set that on for another minute and a half. Now, some of the smaller jump rings that I got out that wouldn't fit through the letter, I'll open them up, apply, or hook it on the ring I made, and hook that on the bottom loop of my keychain. Bend it back together. And there is the starting of one of my keychains. Do these both in gold, I believe. I laid a silver one out, but I think I'll exchange it for another gold one. Get another jump ring. Twist. Put it through the ring I made on my letter. The bottom piece of chain. And twist close. There's the starting of my second keychain. Most of my supplies I either get from Amazon or Temu. Like these keychains, I believe, come from Temu. So, okay, check my resin again. Okay, the first layer is somewhat cured. I see I did miss a spot here on the round one, so I'll add a little bit more resin to even this out before I add my little additions. This bottle is just about empty. I apologize for taking a little extra time here to fill in a couple spots. Put that back underneath my light. Another minute just for that little area. I'll be adding these little metallic stars into my pendants here. And some kind of little dangle of some sort we'll be able to add onto our keychain also. Do a little adjusting here. Don't like how this jump ring looks. Let's open it back up. I apologize also if I lean out of frame here. It takes me a bit to get used to where my camera is located. And twist close again. Okay, I like the looks of that better now. Okay, let's see here. Just a second or two on my resin. We have this, an old earring piece here that I'm pretty sure I'm going to take this bead off of to reuse. So I can get a hold of it here. Like I said, I like to upcycle most of my jewelry findings. That, you know, saves having to buy new. Trim off the wire on either end so this will pull out. There we go. Now we got a purple bead to add to the purple one. And this older necklace here. It's on string. I'm going to go ahead and cut it apart. And there will be the blue bead for on that one. Okay, now back to my first layer resin. Again, I'm doing this circle in this oval design. I will take a few of these little purple stars. I just put them in there by hand. If I have to do a little bit of adjustment. Them to back down in the pendant area. Make sure they're arranged so I don't have like too many blank spots. And I'll turn my mold around. I want to do, whoop, well, they went everywhere. Little blue stars in the oval. Yes, I am a messy crafter. Try to get these down in the pendant area. Spread them around. These have a lot of static electricity in them. These little foil stars. So it does take a little bit of patience to kind of get them where you want them. But there's, you know, there's no rush. Take your time, enjoy your jewelry making process. Okay. Got my blue stars in, my purple stars are in. Now, I believe we'll add just a little bit of this iridescent flakes in both of them. Sprinkle it around. Sprinkle. The lid back on it so I don't spill it. And I have to clip this one open here. My new bottle of resin. Then I fill the pendant area back up. If any air bubbles form in your resin, you want to make sure you pop them. Like I said, I'm not an expert in any shape or form. I just do it the way I like. Create the things that I like and I feel others would like. Okay. Now these are roughly about 3/4 of the way full now with resin. put them back underneath the resin lamp to harden up again. Again, this will be for about a minute and a half. While those are hardening, let's work on creating our dangles. I need to get some more pins here. Okay. Let's grab a couple more gold pins. These ones have the flat head on them. See if I think it'll go right through this blue one. Yep. So we're going to have to add something to the end of this pin so it doesn't go the whole way through. And I think I will use a little gold bead. Put that on first. Then my blue bead. Grab another little gold one here, another gold bead on that end. Hold all the beads down towards the bottom. Bend your pin flat across. Trim it. My round nose pliers to make the loop. And before I close that loop completely, I'm going to bring my keychain back over. And I have 1, 2, 3 other chain links to put items on. So I'm going to go up from the bottom, 1 link. Then I complete my circle or my loop. On my dangle bead. There we go. So now my keychain has the letter M, 1 beaded dangle attached. My resin's still drying. Let's make our purple one. Another flathead pin again. And this time I think we'll do these little oval beads. There, that one doesn't slide down over the end. One of those. Purple bead. Another gold bead. Then I hold them all towards the bottom. Bend over, flatten, trim off the excess, and you'll learn after a while of making jewelry how much you have to leave for to make your loops. Do my loop about 3/4 of the way, like we did before. Closed. Get my purple one. It also has the 3 other links. I'll go up 1 link from the bottom. Put it through that link. My round nose pliers again. And bend closed. Now my purple has its M and its purple dangle. Minor adjustment there. Okay. Now, the pendant, I'll probably need at least to get a couple more rings out here. Jump rings. I'm just waiting for them to dry a little bit. And as you can see, these keychains are coming along fairly quickly. And I do have these items for for sale. You can just private message me and I'll pass along the information. Most items that I do on this craft channel will be for sale, so don't be afraid to, you know, ask me about them. I will be doing junk journaling, quilting, fabric crafts, a lot of jewelry making. I love jewelry making, so. But there'll be all kinds of crafts that I do here in the homestead to add money to our income. Okay. Brought this back over from the underneath the resin light. Let's see here. What layer do I want to put on these next? I think it needs... so hard to decide sometimes what you want to add. You know, you get so many choices. Oh, here's a thought. How about some fine purple or blue glitter? I've never used any of these. Apologize for the plastic sound here. Of course, the ones I want to use are halfway through the package. There's a purple. And then I think maybe we'll use this white. Okay. I'm just going to sprinkle a few of the purple pieces of glitter. And that one. A bit of the white, iridescent. Over top of the blue one. These just add a little bit of eye-catching details. There we go. Then we'll be ready to add our last layer of the resin. And this will just be a nice thin layer. That will completely cover the back. Make sure you get to all the edges. Oval. If I do have resin over the edges when they're completely dry, then I just take a fingernail file and file it down. We'll dip right there in that one. All right. Be back underneath the resin light. Do that for about another minute and a half for each pendant. Like I said, if you enjoy, you know, crafting things, crafting videos, please like and subscribe. Like I said, I'll be adding quite a few different types of crafts here on this channel. This is just my first to get it started. I hope to add, my next video will be my 2026 garden junk journal that I'm working on. So it's a journal that I'm writing down all my notes of my gardening adventures this year, where I'm planting things, when I'm planting them, so I have something to look back on next year. I do memory bears, so there'll be some videos on memory bear making. I do slow stitching, quilting, so that'll also be on my channel. Okay, I decided off camera here that I wanted the pendant on the bottom and the initial up higher, so I went ahead and I connected the pendant with a 3-link jump ring, so it hangs the lowest. And we got the beaded dangle and then the letter. I like the way that looks better than with the letter on the bottom. So I took the letter off the purple one. We're gonna make the jump ring for the purple one here with you. Take a wire. Again, because, you know, this pendant is thicker and I don't have the right size jump ring, I'm making my own. Twisting it around. Twisting them together. Pinching. Again, I apologize if I'm off camera. It takes me a little bit here to get adjusted where I need to be. Okay. Now I have the jump ring on the pendant. Here's my 3 jump rings that I hooked together. Open one. Insert that on the pendant. Close. Take the jump ring on the opposite end. Twist open. Add to the bottom chain link on the keychain. Twist closed. Yeah, I definitely like that in the bottom. And then we'll take the purple M. Another gold jump ring. Oh, got an extra one hooked on there. Hang on one second. There we go. Hook it through the M. Hook it through the top link on the keychain. And twist closed. Yeah, I think that's a better look. With a pendant on the bottom, the bead dangle, and then the letter M. And then here's the blue. Pendant on the bottom, bead dangle, letter M. And there it is. 2 keychains made fairly quickly. Like I said, if you're interested in these sort of items, you know, like and subscribe. And let me know if you would like a special order made. I can do that for you. Alright. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and spend a little bit of your day with me. Thank you.